Hi, I'm Darren Criss, and like me, you are probably watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your weekly recap of Broadway's biggest headlines, or as we like to think of it, must-see TV for theater nerds. Let's kick it off with the news. What's the buzz, Lindsay?
And the 2013 Tony Awards host is Neil Patrick Harris. The Emmy winner, Broadway alum, and 2012 Tony Awards host promised us that this year's awards would be exactly 267 times better than last year. 267 times better than Patti LuPone pushing a lawnmower, Nina Arianda crushing over Christopher Plummer, James Earl Jones dissing a Mormon, and all of us sobbing over Audra McDonald? Doogie, you're on.
Three-time Oscar nominee Michelle Williams is in talks to star in a new film remake of Rodgers and Hammerstein's South Pacific. Tony winner Michael Mayer will direct the big screen adaptation, and there are also rumors that producers would love to cast Les Mis star Hugh Jackman as Emile DeBeck and have their eye on Justin Timberlake for the role of Lieutenant Cable. Whew, those are two men we would never wash right out of our hair.
Lovable mensch Billy Crystal is bringing his hilarious and heartfelt theatrical memoir, 700 Sundays, back to Broadway this fall. The Tony-winning show, which the comedian describes as suffused with Jews and jazz and brisket and bourbon, is a loving tribute to his raucous Long Island family, and especially his father. Get ready to laugh, cry, and beg for tickets all over again.
Heads up, Wicked fans, there's a new Fiyero coming to Oz. Dogfight and Carrie veteran Derek Klena will make his Broadway debut this May in Wicked, joining his former co-star Lindsay Mendez as the show's newest Fiyero and Elfie. After wowing us off-Broadway in the Dynamite Dogfight, we can't wait to see what magic Klena and Mendez have when the sparks fly for them at Shiz. Check out this perfect pair when they touch down in Wicked on May 28th.
It's been 50 years since the start of Beatlemania, and the Fab Four are headed to Broadway this summer in the London jukebox hit Let It Be. From Liverpool to Abbey Road, the musical charts the amazing career and greatest hits of John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Sounds like a perfect way to come together.
Hi, I'm Lilla Crawford, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Fans know everything there is to know about their beloved Broadway idols, from their Law & Order guest appearance history to their favorite cookie at Schmackery's. But who did our Broadway favorites idolize when they were growing up? Check out this week's pop poll to find out.
Somebody like Anthony Hopkins, and an older generation, Spencer Tracy.
Audrey Hepburn, actually, yeah.
Terrence Mann.
I saw Stephanie Mills in The Wiz when I was probably 7th grade, and heard her voice, saw her take the stage, and said, wow, I want to do that.
I saw Eve Best in Moon from Misbegotten, and I thought this is why I'm in the theater. To see an actress just take space and time and breath and be. I was like, that's why I'm here.
Tony nominees say the darndest things to Broadway.com. Our High Five this week focuses on 5 highly quotable sound bites from some of our favorite Tony Award hopefuls.
The qualities I'm looking for in a man is, number 1, breathing, really, really sexy, and 27.
There's one gal that's got me defying gravity on her back.
Patti, I hope you don't feel bad about it. She flashed me backstage once. She went, wow.
That was the best. We had puppet sex the night we got engaged.
I always say, thank no one, forget to thank no one.
In last week's Smackdown, we asked which Broadway composer would win a cage match. Matilda's Tim Minchin or Kinky Boots' Cyndi Lauper. The results are in, and Lauper takes the title with 60% of the vote. This week, we're inspired by the August Osage County movie trailer, featuring Hollywood's biggest female stars, Meryl Streep and Julia Roberts, as a highly dysfunctional mother and daughter. Which Oscar-winning Broadway vet are you rooting for, Meryl or Julia? Tweet us your vote at BroadwayCom with the hashtag BWaySmackdown, and tune in next week for the winner.
Watch out, little girls. Jane Lynch, who plays Glee's whistleblowing, insult-throwing Sue Sylvester, has taken over as Annie's whistleblowing, insult-throwing Miss Hannigan at the Palace Theater. And it looks like she's already having a blast backstage. Check out this week's exclusive Hot Shot by Bruce Glickus, in which Lynch gets a visit from her Glee co-star Matthew Morrison. They both look ready to take a serious bite out of Broadway. Or maybe each other.
Thumbs up to the amazing news that Broadway favorite Patti LuPone has joined the witchy cast of American Horror Story Coven. Creator Ryan Murphy, who previously featured LuPone as herself in a very special episode of Glee, announced the news via Twitter. With roles like Ava Perón, Mama Rose, and Maria Callas under her belt, you could say Patti LuPone has played bitches aplenty, but an actual witch, it's a first.
Thumbs down to the Peacocks at NBC for giving cancellation orders to a handful of shows with Broadway performers. The New Normal, Go On, 1600 Penn, and Smash were all given the boot this week, leaving stars like Andrew Rannells, Laura Benanti, Josh Gad, Christian Borle, and Megan Hilty out of Hollywood and leaving us with an empty DVR.
Hi, I'm Sigourney Weaver, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Our tweet of the week comes from Broadway fave and Tony nominee Andrew Rannells. After learning that his sitcom, The New Normal, and Tony winner Laura Benanti's new show, Go On, were both canceled by NBC, Rannells tweeted, "Hey, at Laura Benanti, want to do a musical? Or get really, really drunk?" While we're definitely bummed for Rannells and Benanti, we aren't unhappy about the idea of these two downing a few cocktails together and coming back to Broadway. Wait, I've got it. My Best Friend's Wedding, the musical. I'll say a little prayer for you.
How I Met Your Mother fans all around the world are about to fall in love with Broadway's own Kristen Milioti. The internet blew up this week with Milioti news as the once Tony nominee made her first appearance as Ted Mosby's wife and the title character on the CBS sitcom. A Broadway star as the How I Met Your Mother mom that fans have waited 8 years to meet? That is legend, wait for it, dairy. Congrats, Kristen, you're our star of the week.
That's it for this week's Broadway.com show. Before we leave, we'll treat you to the smooth stylings of Tony winner Steve Kazee from his solo show at 54 Below. Take a listen to one of Kazee's original songs from his upcoming debut album. Enjoy!